Hello again beginners, Rich from Tiger Fitness, and I'm going to take you through another 15-minute workout where you can do either 30 seconds work and 30 seconds rest, or 40 seconds work and 20 seconds rest. Now today we're going to go through 5 different movements like we've done in the last few videos. Today though we are going to be looking at lunges, so what you will need is something to balance on, whether it be the wall, the windowsill, whether it be a chair. Go and get yourself that piece of equipment. Make sure you've warmed up, find that link up here. And as soon as you're ready, we'll get started. I'll put some music on. Okay beginners, if you're warmed up, then perfect. We're going to start with forward and back. And it's literally just going to be a step forward and a step back. So make sure wherever you are, in the living room, in the kitchen, if you've got some space in your bedroom, you can just move your body around like this. And it's just literally as simple as moving forward and moving back. You can make this a little bit harder by stepping a bit faster, stepping out a little bit longer. Okay guys, if you're working for 30 seconds, you can rest there. If you're going to work for 40, carry on with me. Okay, you can rest there. Shake your legs out and come down to the floor with me. We're going to go front facing, we're going to go for a plank. Now, if you're a real beginner, what I would advise you to do is put your hands underneath those shoulders, bring the knees back and then drop those hips into this position here. We're going to hold that plank for 30 seconds, alright? Holding this position. If not, and if you're a little bit more advanced, feel free to drop down to your elbows and hold that same position there. Make sure that your quads aren't laying on the floor, they're still off the ground, you've still got tension, you're holding there. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze that lower back, and we're just focused, okay? Legs in the air to make it a tiny bit harder. If you want to make it easy, you can bring those toes down. It just helps with your stability. Looking forward and breathe. 30 seconds gone, 10 more seconds with me if you're going to 40. Keep it tight, we've got 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay guys, next move we're going to go for that forward lunge. So this is where you're going to need to grab the wall, the windowsill, the kid's head, whatever you've got. I've got a bench here and that's going to help me with my stability. So what I'm going to look to do is step out, make sure I have enough space between both legs to drop the back knee. Ready? Let's go. So we're going to drop that back knee. When we drop the back knee, we make sure that the front knee doesn't go over the front toe, and we step back up and switch the leg over. Now first round, I don't want you to drop that back knee too far down, but you should be able to start feeling the pressure go in the quad. You want to feel the pressure in the quad and not the knee. Chest is up, core's engaged, looking forward, pick that focus point, whether it be me on the TV, whether it be the wall. That's 30 seconds gone, we'll go for 10 more seconds, we're going to go to 40. You know what's happening now, don't you? Good, one more rep. Alright, shake your legs out. Perfect work. So now we're going to go back down to the ground, front facing again, hands underneath those shoulders, in a push-up frame, and we're going to go for mountain climbers. The regress version we're going to go for first is us in this position here, and all we're going to do is just bring one knee up and step the foot back. So if you'd like to follow along with me at home, raise that knee up as high as we can, kick the heel back, make sure we keep the core engaged. We're not too high up in the bar, we don't want to be up here doing the movement. It takes the pressure out of the core that way, and we don't want to be too low either. Nice solid frame, straight as we can. Make sure you can feel it in your shoulders, push through the palms, really ground yourself. 30 seconds gone. You can rest there if you need to, this is quite a hard movement. A lot of pressure goes into that midsection. 3, 2, 1, if you join me for 40, you can rest. Okay, next movement and the last movement is going to be a starfish crunch. And what you do is lay onto the ground, with your legs out and your arms out like a starfish, like you've got the bed to yourself. When the beaver goes off, I'm going to bring one knee up and both arms up. So we're going to this position here and return the foot and the legs back down to the ground. Then we're going to switch the arms and the legs over. So we bring the opposite knee up, and every single time we come up, We're squeezing and we're crunching that core. You want to make sure it's activated. You're looking to get the shoulders as high off the ground as possible. When you replace that leg, feel free to drop the heel, make sure it's placed on the floor. That's 30 seconds, guys. Another 5 and a half with me to 40. Good, okay. Bring yourself up. So set number 1 done. We're going to go into set number 2. We're going to ramp it up just a little bit. Forward and back's next. And we're looking to step out a little bit further and maybe go a little bit faster as well. So chest up, you ready for it? So you step out and step back. Step out and step back. Feel free as well to change the direction of your feet so it's not always the same foot which is leading. You can do 5 on one side then 5 on the other. You can go for a switch. There we go. So we're looking to step out forward and step out wide as well. A little bit of movement with the shoulders, with the body. Chest stays up high. 7 more seconds, we're going to 40. And rest there, guys. Okay, back down to the floor again. Front facing. So this time we're looking to progress on your plank. So if you're in a push-up position before your knees, you're going to come down to your elbows. If you was on the elbows and knees before, you're looking to come up with your hands, but come onto your toes. Ready? Let's go. So you have the option to hold a plank here in this position, which is known as a plank frame, but also a push-up frame. Or if you want to make things a little bit harder, you can drop down to your forearms and you can hold your plank in this position. This is a full progress position in here if you want to hold it. Again, make sure those hips aren't too high. We don't want to see the hips up here. Takes all the pressure out of the core. And make sure they're not coming down too low because we don't want banana. You've got 10 more seconds if you're going to 40. Let's hold it here. Keep that focus. Monitor the breathing as well. Okay guys, you can rest there. Very, very good. Step yourselves up. We're going to go for that forward lunge again now. So exactly the same sort of thing. If you found that pretty hard, do exactly what we've done from round 1. If you found it a little bit easy, see if you can drop the knee a little bit lower to the ground. So get you ready, step forward, and we're coming down. And we're coming back up and switching the leg. Remember that knee doesn't want to go over the front toe. Core's engaged, chest is up, back is straight. We want to make sure that our weight is right in the centre of the front leg and the back leg. And make sure that when you step over, step forward, your body's not coming over like this. Keep and hold that weight, keep it going. If you can, gently kiss the floor with your knee. Valentine's Day is coming up, by the way. What, have you got your partners? Have you got one? Okay guys, you can rest there. So shake your legs out. They might start to feel a little bit heavy. Bring yourselves back down to the floor again. We're going front facing for those mountain climbers. If you found the last set pretty easy, we're going to level up a little bit. So push up frame, we're going to go for the switch. We're going to jump on forward and then we're going to switch the legs over. Nice and easy and in your own time. Make sure you land in nice and soft. Keeping that core braced and engaged. Just a gentle hop over here. Again, remember your aggression if you need it. It's just a step up and step back, and a step up and step back. Whatever you're doing, just try and keep the tension in the core. Feel the mild burn in your shoulders, but keep working for the time limit. You've got 3, 2, 1, and you can rest. Okay, spin back round to your backs again. We're going to go start with scrunch. So arms out, legs out, looking like a starfish. This time what I'm looking for you to do is not bring the knee up, but try and keep the leg extended and bring the heel up. Ready? Let's go. So heel up and arms come up as well. Heel up and arms come up as well. This time we're not that bothered about the shoulders coming off the ground, just getting that movement in. should be able to feel the back of your hamstring start to stretch. Make sure you get that crunch at the top. If you can bring those shoulders off the ground, then absolutely perfect. And that's what we're going to try and do in round 3. So when you replace the leg, that's 30 seconds by the way, when you replace the leg, you're still replacing it down and out like a starfish. Sometimes it's very easy for us to forget that, and our legs just go to that reset position. Okay, you can rest there, 40 seconds guys. Okay, one more set, last set. Everything we've done now, as progressive as you possibly can for the last 5 minutes or so. So we're going to go forward and back. So I'm going to step out fast, I'm going to step back fast. You ready? Let's go. So we're going to come in. Kicking that leg out as far as we can, getting that movement. And after you've done 5 or 10 movements, then switch that leading leg over. So you put a little bit more pressure through the opposite side. Helps bring that heart rate right up. "30 seconds guys. If you need to rest, you can rest there. 3, 2, 1 for your 40 seconds. Take a bit of a breather, shake yourselves out, come down to the floor again. So we've gone through all the regressions and all the progressions for your plank frame. If you want to, on your forearms, we're in this position here, and we're going to hold that plank. Now with the plank as well, if you are in that position, you can widen the feet out, and it just helps with your balance so it's not quite so hard. So you can go into this position and hold your feet out right foot. If not, drop the knees in this position as well. Just helps you maintain a bit of core stability. Other options, of course, hands underneath the shoulders, hips are down, but they're not too far down. They're still an arm engaging the floor. Or up here on the toes. Whatever you're doing, you're focusing, you're pushing your way through the ground. Control your diaphragm, because if your diaphragm's moving like hell, it's going to be harder for you and your core to hold your stability. And rest there. Okay, last round then for your lunges. So if you've done this video a few times and you've come back to it and you feel like you're comfortable now to do a lunge without an aid, you can forget the aid. Pick your focus point, stare at a position on the wall of the TV, don't stop looking at it, chest comes up, we're going to come down to that lunge and step back up again. Switch the sides over. Some of you might find it easier as well if you bring the opposite arm up, it helps your balance. So we're coming down, bring the knee down as far as we can. If you can kiss the floor, then awesome. Making sure that front knee doesn't go over the front toe, and then we keep the weight of the body in between both legs. 10 more seconds here. It's really good. We've got one more rep. Let's do it. Boom. Okay, shake it out. So down to the floor again, front facing, we're going mountain climbers. So you've got the usual one, where we're just stepping up and stepping back. We're going to go for the switch, or we've got the actual mountain climber movement. I'm going to start with the actual mountain climber movement so you can see it. Hands down in your push-up position, and we're just going to tuck those knees up and kick those heels back and draw back up again. This one takes a lot more energy, a lot more focus, and a lot more core strength. If you're joining us again, this is your 3rd or 4th video and you think you can do this, brilliant. You haven't got to do it for the full time. You can do it for 10 seconds and then regress down, pop a knee up, or go to your switches. Whatever you find is going to be working for you, or you can carry on working to your 40 seconds. Which is a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. One more movement team, on the backs. Legs out, arms out. What we're looking for this time, if you can manage it, legs are out wide, arms are out wide. We're going to try and bring one leg up, both arms up, and bring the shoulders off the ground. Here we go. So we're going to go to this position here, making sure we're on the ball of our butt. Replace the leg, replace the arms, switch the leg, and bring the arms back up again. You might find that you can bring your shoulders off the ground, but you can't bring your legs. Try and just tuck in at the knee and tuck the knee up instead. Replace the leg, tuck that knee up. Replace the leg. 10 more seconds if you with me to 40. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you can rest. So another beginner's workout dusted. 5 new moves for you to practice at home and perfect. Be careful with those lunges. Make sure that you're not causing too much discomfort with those knees. I know that they can get a little bit awkward. If you've got any questions, please post them in the comment section below and I'll do my best to get back to you as soon as possible. Make sure you've subscribed to the channel for more beginners workouts. See you soon.